So in this section, we're going to talk about the procedure itself and the bits that you would like to know and need to know before you go ahead. Firstly, at Snip Vasectomy Clinics, we use a device called a hyfricator to do our vasectomy. Now, a lot of people also know this as the laser vasectomy. What's important here is it's a non-scalpel, i.e. we don't use a knife on you. You're not going to be cut by a knife. We're not going to do any stitches or anything like that. So it's a very modern, straightforward, fast and simple procedure for you to go through. For the procedure itself, once we've had our chat and we've gone through all the things and you're comfortable, we'll ask you to lie up on our procedure couch and we'll just get you to pull down your pants and your underwear, exposing your scrotal area. Now, so we're not going to put you into a hospital gown. You don't need to get fully undressed or anything like that. Once that's the case, we're then going to just wash over the skin with an antiseptic solution just to kill any germs on the surface to reduce the risk of infection afterwards. And then the bit that guys probably are most worried about, we're going to put a local anaesthetic in. So let me explain to you a few things about that local anaesthetic. Number one, yes, it's a needle, but the needle that we use for that local anaesthetic is a little insulin needle. It's the sort of needle that children give themselves insulin with. So we're not talking anything big and nasty here, okay? Second thing, we are not going to put that needle into your testicle, okay? I've got a pair of testicles. I wouldn't inject my own. I'm not going to inject your testicle either. So the injection goes into the skin and the tube just below the skin. And it's a bit of an ache when it goes in for a few seconds, and that's it. No more pain for the vasectomy, okay? Once we put that local anaesthetic in, you will not feel anything uncomfortable. You will feel, obviously, that you're still being held and moved around in that area, but not in an uncomfortable way. And for the rest of the procedure, it's generally going to be the doctor's job to do your vasectomy whilst at the same time having a chat with you to try and take your mind off of things and maybe find out a little bit about your life and maybe even educate us while we're doing your vasectomy at the same time. For the procedure itself, once you're numb, we're going to make a tiny little keyhole in the skin. Now we're talking about 3 millimeters in size, and that's made with the laser. And then through that keyhole, we're going to take one at a time, each tube, one tube for the left testicle, one for the right. So there's only one hole in the skin, but both tubes, and each one of those tubes will just be sealed closed with the laser, and then the tube will be dropped back in again. And that's essentially the procedure. So at the end of the procedure, there will be a sort of a 3 to 4 millimeter hole in the skin. We don't usually stitch that up. It's not going to let anything get in, it's certainly not going to let anything fall out, and over a week or two that hole will heal up and you won't even know where it was. So as soon as the procedure's finished and you feel comfortable, you'll be able to stand up, pop your clothes back up, and you're ready to leave. You don't need to sit around and wait with us for any time afterwards, and you can go straight home afterwards. And when you leave the procedure, you will feel completely comfortable. There'll be no discomfort at that time when you walk away.